Okay.
Okay, so I wonder if they'll join us. Do you know anything? Have you heard from who's the other member? And I know his last name's Hammond, I think.
I think it's Scott.
I think it's Scott.
Yeah,
Yeah. Have you heard
Scott.
from him?
Uh,
I haven't.
I have not. Looking through to see if he ever sent his Gmail to invite him.
Oh,
But I guess if he had, it would be in the group page where you just sent out this link, wouldn't it?
yes.
Yeah, because he's in the group. Okay, well, I guess we'll just get going because it's already
Yeah, it's
9
pretty
here.
new, so
It's like I
yeah.
drive a school bus still. I just started my new job.
I know.
Well,
I watched the hangout, and congratulations. That's such a cool job.
yeah, so I'm getting all that set up, still working the buses and going to school full time. So
Yeah. Oh wow. Your plate is full. You have a lot.
yeah. Um, so here's what I did.
Okay.
It's pretty
Yours looks
basic,
so
I think.
amazing always. I can't. I'm still stuck in like trying to do the first part. And I've been trying to do this for like even at work. I was at work trying to do this, and I'm like, I have no idea what's going on.
This one actually was like the most frustrating for me,
Hmm.
and uh, I started it late because I was doing stuff for my new business, and so I was doing that all day and then driving the buses and other classes. And so I got home and didn't even get this project open until about 7 o'clock, and that's when I thought the meeting was going to be at 7:30.
Oh, so
So
you
I
just like
was
rushed it? Wow.
frantically doing this, and then when it got delayed, I was like, "Oh, great!" And I finished up around 7:45. So it only
Oh, so,
took about 45 minutes, but it was still like this was
well,
pretty hard to make everything change.
yeah, how do you like know how to do it? Because I watch all the videos. I listen to everything, and then when I open the mini projects and they have the instructions in the video, like I don't get it. Like I don't understand what they're asking.
So that's really always the hard part where it's like it takes what you've learned from all the assignments and it uses that, but then it makes you also stretch your brain and try to think of solutions for stuff that they didn't cover. So that's what was so hard about this one is because like the first part wasn't too
Yeah.
bad, the for the year ending being able to change that and have it reflect, but then adding in this income statement item and like see I could change this one to taxes and it'll change that chart over there. I think that was the hardest part for me. But I ended up, so I've got, here's my work basically, and this is the easy part up here, uh, where it just has the year, and I set this box
Hmm.
to just match whatever is in this one.
Hmm.
And then I
And
have,
it's mhm.
yeah, and then I have the, and I guess I don't even really need this. This is just for me to be able to see. Uh, but then I have the H lookup with the dashboard for what the thing it's looking for is, and I have the C2 through, or no, yeah, C2 through B5. Yeah, so it's this information right here that it's looking stuff up. Uh, trying to think of what else. So then, yeah, so it just has it looking up the cash, accounts receivable, inventory, and fixed assets for that part. And
Mhm.
then I made a graph from selecting that information for here. So whenever I change this to whatever year, it changes this information, which will change that graph. And then this next part was the other easy part still. Or wait, no. Yeah, this was the other easy part. This is just the 5-year sales history. So it's basically just the same formula, except for then I have it all based off of this, so the year actually does matter, because it'll find the year that is over here, and then these ones are all just set to do this year minus 1 will be this one, and this one's this year minus 2, and this one's this year minus 3, and this one's this year minus 4. So those will all change, and then I just did the normal H lookups, except for they use the whichever is at the top for the year they're looking up. And then it does the same, basically repeated, just with each respective box, and it's finding it off of this information down here, the income statement, for its lookup area. And that I charted so it's here, and so that will also change when I change the year, changes. And then the final part that really was making me angry is this information over here and this chart here. And I know there are probably a lot of better ways to do it, but it achieves the same thing. So this chart here is just, so these numbers I just added for ease of figuring out which row it was on. It just made it easier for me. I guess I could have just moved all this over here or something, but I just wanted it for the H lookup and V lookup functions. But anyways, so I have those. And then all of these are just the percentage of sales, since that was what it asked us to make the last graph on, was to take this item, whatever item they select here, and find it on the income statement and figure out what its percentage of the sales were for each year for the current year and the past 4 years. So this is where I got probably more ridiculous than I needed to. So first I did percentages of everything. So
Oh.
it basically, for all of these, it's just I went through and did, since sales was what it was asking the percentage of, it basically just has sales divided by what's in its box all the way down. And then for that current year, so the sales will always be 100% across, and then it just multiplies it out. So I have that graph. Then I added in these 1 through 8 numbers so that I could use H lookups for the year
Mm-hmm.
as well as V lookups for these items at the same time. So I have up here, these are linked in somewhere too, so those are important. But I moved stuff around to make it for the chart. But anyways, I have this. So this is just, so this is linked to the dashboard. So
Mm-hmm.
whatever is here, it will change the year, and that changes it here. And then these are all set up the same way, where it's, U8 minus 1, U8 minus 2, U8 minus 3, U8 minus 4. So did that across. Then these ones are doing a VLOOKUP that starts, and it will use, so they basically use this one, or like in the case of this one, it'll use, it says dashboard F2, so it's using the profit sharing. Oh yeah, that's the confusing part. So I had to find the profit sharing, but then I also had to find years. So the way I have this work, sorry, somebody just texted me. Oh, Maria's just starting up her computer, so hopefully she'll be on soon.
Okay.
But anyways, so first of all, the VLOOKUP they're doing is based off of whatever is here. And it will look that up. It will look for it in the graph over here, my K through S graph here, and it will look that information up looking for whatever item. And then the tricky part is it asks for which row it should find. So I slipped in okay, financial statements. Okay, so then it slips in that it should look for the row of, where is it, K25, which would be, where is that? Okay, so it's doing sales. Oh yeah, so it's looking for, I had all of these set up over here with these numbers up here in the 2014, whatever. So I did it so that if it was a 20, depending on the year, it changes which one of these numbers correlates to it.
Okay.
I know it's sort of confusing. Like, I guess I could click on it and walk you through it. So it's like, it'll do the dashboard lookup for the item, then it does a table array. Then it goes to my financial statements up there. I don't know if you can see the red box that's highlighted right now.
Are you on the financial statements tab, or because all I see is your dashboard?
Oh, you don't see the financial statements?
I don't know. All I see right now is your dashboard. It's not
That's
showing.
my dashboard. This is the financial statements.
No,
You still don't see it?
no. I wonder.
When I look at what I'm sharing, it shows my financial statements.
No, it's not even showing anything.
It might have been that your connection like
Yeah,
froze or something.
my connection is so bad. I can't even see it.
But yeah, hopefully on the recording you'll be able to see this. But I have it grabbing for this input this number up here. Oh, there's Marie. She did her own hangout. So I'm gonna just copy your link that you put in.
Yeah, or me.
And send it again. Anyways, so
Hey, sorry. Hi,
oh,
hi guys. Sorry about that.
no problem.
Okay.
I was just going through my super confusing chart. Can you see my financial statements spreadsheet right now?
That's the financial, yes.
Okay.
Just me then. Okay, it's fine. I'll just look at the recording. I don't
Okay.
know. Yeah, hopefully it shows.
So for my 5-year sales history, those charts, I'll just go over it real quickly again because it's pretty confusing because I did the super elaborate setup. So if you look at my formula that I used a VLOOKUP that it will first go off of what the dashboard F2 is for the item because it needs that what item it's looking for on the income statement. I made this chart here to show the percentages of each of those. So it does a lookup on this chart that has percentages listed. And then for which one of these it should pull, which year, I just linked it to these separate boxes up here. as for which column it should look in. And these boxes up here are an H lookup function that is going off of the year that is on the dashboard. And those will then do this extra column that I added at the top here. And that's just so that it will have something to pull for the year. Yeah, so it basically looks up what year it is, and then it will search across these boxes for that year, and then it will tell me which row it's in. And so that makes it so that it will know which row as well as which column to be searching for. And that got me my percentages for the 5 years.
Okay.
And then as far as these other years, I just put that this one was equal to the input box for the year. And then each of these are based off of this one, -1, -2, -3, -4. And that way, whenever I change this, all of my graphs change.
Okay.
And I can also change this to any of the items on the income statement, and it will change my 5-year percentage graph.
Okay. Yeah. So well. Thanks for explaining that. My apology for it takes forever to do anything because her internet is so slow.
Oh yeah.
And I was just like, oh, patience. I just want to scream. But she has no other family up here, so my church member's helping her out, but she's our Relief Society president. And we need to get the printout done tonight so I can take my econ exam tomorrow. So,
okay.
Yeah. So who's recording this?
Arlie.
I am. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, that's good. Thank you guys for stepping in. Were you able to attend the class meeting?
No.
I didn't. I saw that it wasn't a meeting. It was just his office hour.
It's ours. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
and where I had already completed this before, I was like, I don't have any questions.
Okay. That's good. So, yeah, wow, you did a good job on that one.
Yep. Like always.
Yeah. So, are you still? Did they ask for the summary? Hold on, I'm not done with mine because I've been running around all day. Did they ask you to put a summary on it?
It didn't ask for a summary. It just wanted a dashboard, and that's what this is.
Okay. Okay. Well, that's a very nice looking dashboard. So.
Thank you.
Yeah, if I have some question, I'll shoot you a text message. Yeah.
Yeah, like I was saying, it gets pretty confusing for how I did it with my financial statements. The hint helped me with this, creating a new chart that this is just percent of sales. And that helped a lot. But then as far as I did my VLOOKUPs and HLOOKUPs, it's a little confusing, but it made it all work. So I think that's all that matters.
Yeah. So, well, yeah, I started it early. I finished the other stuff and started it earlier. Then have to go and just, when I found out that they reset a new thing and she can't print it out, so I have to go and reconfigure her, reinstall things remove anything that's bugging her to not be able to print that and reinstall it. But boy, I was there 4:30 until 8 o'clock in the yeah, I just got home not too long ago. I just like, yeah, I'll just have dinner later. So yeah, anyways, thank you guys for waiting and for explaining it again.
No problem.
Yeah, so
Yeah, and this one isn't even due till tomorrow, so if you guys are doing it and have any questions and stuff, I should have some time available tomorrow. It'll
Okay.
be a interesting day.
Okay.
It's always getting the new business set up with working the school buses and doing full-time school. It's just a seeing
Like-
how each day goes, how much work. Today was a lot.
What's your new position? Sorry, I forgot. I just know it pays really well.
It's a premium auditor.
Ooh, that's okay.
So I'm excited for it.
That has a fancy name to it. And I bet you it's a lot of work too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is due tomorrow. Okay, I was like, when is this due? And I'm like, oh, I have to finish it. I'm not even done. But okay, it's due tomorrow. Okay, good. So I still have some time to work on it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm trying to finish everything before I head down tomorrow after my exam. So, yeah. Anyways, and if you can just send us the link so we can add it into our.
Yeah, I'll send it to the where yeah. What is this called? The chat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll send that. I'll stop recording now, actually.